lifeless, filled only with boredom, propaganda, and control. I've tried to escape, and I've failed this time. But I'll find a way. They call me Mr. Prepper.
looks like. There we go. There's the YouTubes. I'm going to go ahead and turn that other side sound off. There we go. All right, so good morning to both my TikTok army and my YouTube family. I'm good to see Pineapple is in there. I see you're taking care of business. Good to hear, girl. Good to hear. All we can do is, can I be a mod today? I don't know how to do that, TikTok. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Go to channel, put her in timeout. Add moderator. Okay. All right. Organized Pineapple is now a moderator on your channel. And I need to change that open forum because today is not an open forum today. Today is, we got a couple things we're going to talk about. Jeff, no thanks. Good morning to you. What's going on? Let's see here. Looks like I think we're as full up as we're going to get. I said, I told you, nothing's working, man. Nothing. I'm firing on I'm like a freaking Get down. Penny has decided that when I'm not looking, she's going to get in the couch and sleep. This happened because she's not allowed in the furniture because she's incontinent. She'll go to sleep and pee her panties. But I took her bed away because she was having a flea problem, and all the fleas were in the bed, and now mysteriously the fleas are under control. So now she doesn't have a bed to lay in anymore, so she likes to wait until I'm not paying attention. She thinks I'm not paying attention, and then she just stealths over and crawls up in the couch. It's like, I'm asleep. I'm asleep. I don't hear you. Yeah, let's see here. Hey. Good morning. What's up, Jeff? Tyler drinks lots of coffee. I try. Dude, I do. I normally have a pot of coffee like right here. But I've got a house guest in the house today, and when they come down for coffee, I would like them to have access to the pitcher. That's why I've got the old mug, the mug that started it all. I'll be running that one today instead of one of my fancy coffee cups. All right, let's see. Sarah Lou, good morning to you. Good morning, Douglas. Let's say good morning to the YouTubers. Looks like Colt was in here first. Good morning, Colt. Deanna, BK 1008, Viking Queen, Melody, Bradley, Dog and Ball. What do we got here? We got the Pineapple in here holding things down. Let's see here. And Lanny. Good morning, Lanny. I like it. Oh, let's see here. Good man. You're a gentleman. No problem, Tyler. No problem. All right, so let's see here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, guys. Thank you, Organized Pineapple. I appreciate that. I've given her the power. And like that, I'll be gone. No, I don't think mods can do that. Anywho, let's see here. I went and bought some B12, and I feel like it's helping me in the... Anna. All right, guys, put your brains on pause. Anna, that's why. I haven't taken any B12 this morning. Hold on. Oh, Anna, that is... Oh, you're a godsend. You're a godsend. I'm telling you, man, just go to Walmart, get some of this chewable B12 stuff. It'll make you feel like $1,000,000. Whenever I'm feeling just a little low. And here's the thing, guys. B12 is the probably the most powerful ingredient inside of energy drinks. No energy drink damage. And I love me some energy drinks. As a matter of fact, I got one of them little 4-packs. No, you cannot have any of these. You're not that cute. Go lay down. Let's see. What do we got? Connie. There we go. Oh, the Mensch. There we go. Lomax Lynch. I was banned door hateful actions on live because I was talking about farming. I was banned door. Sarah Lou, I don't know. I don't know if that's... You're saying I banned you for talking about farming? I don't know about that. We'll have to talk later. Let's see here. We got people in there. Looks like we got some stuff going on. Let's see here. Major Ken showed up. Good morning, man. Who the hell is ready for a full collapse? That was the... I put a poll inside of YouTube for all the people when they show up. I normally start the YouTube about 10 minutes before 10 a.m. just so they can get in there, get their coffees, get settled in, make sure the stream is working. It's warm in here. Just that B12's kicking my ass already. We only talk about the GOB here. Babbitt. The Lincoln Walker. The Lincoln Walker, maybe you just stepped on the line, bro. Make sure you don't step over it, okay? Got my eyes on you. I see you, okay? I see in your name too there, smart guy. So, caution. This is a prepper channel. Let's see, what kind of B12 do you take? Yeah, I love the chewable, man. It reminds me of like my Flintstone vitamins. This one is cherry flavored. It's delicious. But it does make your tongue look a specific color, so I'm going to try to wash that away. Damn, Pineapple, you are on spot. You are on game today, you know? The vitamins, if you guys haven't noticed, vitamins are getting more and more expensive. So maybe it's something to stock up on. I only buy either the oils that are encased or the tablets. I don't like any other kind. I don't like liquid medications because they go bad. Let's see here. What's a quick rundown of your prep plan? I feel like I'm missing steps. Christopher, that's like asking how many. Please explain in detail the parts that hold together a 57 Chevy without using the word nuts or bolts. I'm sorry to say that, but that's literally what you just asked me to do. Let's see. Sarah Lou, we processed 126 birds with our 4-H kiddos yesterday. That's a lot of food in the fridge. Yes, that is. That is awesome. That is awesome. Let's see here. Okay, so what do we got? My eyes are killing me, man. I'm just not feeling well. I don't think I'm sick. I'm just think it's a frickin' Monday. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to click over here. First things first, I want to thank my TikTok followers, and I know some YouTube followers that also follow me on TikTok. We went over 275,000 followers yesterday. Thank you. It's much appreciated. I tell people that I didn't do this. You did it. I'm just the guy who just comes in here and runs his suck for an hour or 2 hours a day, 3 times a week, that kind of thing. It's much appreciated. Let's see here. And to my YouTubers. Oh, that's not it. Where's my YouTuber stuff at? Where's my YouTubers? There's my YouTuber stuff. To my YouTubers. Oh, you guys can't. Man, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I'm messing up. To my YouTubers, we are at 2,740 subscribers. I haven't seen any go down in a way, but our views are going up. We're currently at in the last 28 days, 14,000 views, and with a watch time in hours of almost 1,000 watch hours. The videos don't get as much traction unless I throw some kind of "you're gonna die" thumbnail on it. But hey, that's me. I don't care. I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to say that. Try to sell you a pin and then tell you that the sky is falling if you don't have it. Anywho, let's see here. Goody VA calling to make my appointment for next year in October. Oh, that sucks, Major Ken. That sucks. Hey, that's cool. That's a cool little thing that just popped up on my... Who is that? Salacious? Am I saying... Sarah Lou. Gotcha. Sarah Lou. That's pretty cool. I like that. She made like this good morning thing emoji pop up on my screen. But back to the YouTubers. Appreciate you guys. 274. All I can say is tell your friends. Just keep telling your friends. Pass the word. Get the good word out there, Let's see here. And as usual, we're going to check the markets very briefly. I was watching them this morning on multiple channels, and they are up. And they're up for a reason. The reality is that things are going to start doing some weird stuff, guys. We're only 15 days from an election, okay? So regardless of your political affiliation, you must know that it's all going to be happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy. Vote for me. You must know that your opinions are being either ignored or suppressed. And frankly, we went through this with the last election. People aren't out in droves. They're like, I already know. I knew months ago. I knew in January of 2020 who I was going to vote for again. Yeah, that's what's happening. So things are slowing down. Things are calming down. Have you noticed they didn't say anything about oil or fuel problems all weekend long? I kept checking. Hey, what's up, Trevor? So it's kind of interesting that they don't want to talk about those things. And why? Well, there's something going around here. So the Nasdaq is down a little bit today, but we're not even going to hit on this stuff because it was all in the green prior to 9:30 this morning. It could all fall apart in seconds anyway, but who cares? So, and while we're talking about that, let's hit the gas prices. So let's see what our great nation is doing as far as gas prices. Ooh, gas prices are down by, what is that? 2 1,000ths of a cent, or is that 100ths of a cent? I know how to calculate ballistics, but this kind of stuff just blows my mind. But anyways, yesterday it was 279.5 or 3.795. A week ago it was 3.888. A month ago, no one cares. A year ago, no one cares. So the gas prices are going to continue to fall because they need things to be nice. They need things to be hunky-dory. They need for you to go, oh, this isn't so bad anymore. I remember when. Oh, I have new muscles for pumping higher press, guys. Yeah, that's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. And then after the election, I assure you, all hell is going to break loose, regardless of what happens. And if you don't know this, things are going to change dramatically. And I think we're going to leave it there because you guys know I try to stay away from the politics as much as I can. Psychological diversion. Yeah. Bitches. Bitches. Is that bitches better be ripping or bitches bet ribbon? Get the rich and corporations more tax breaks that will make America so good. Yeah. Mike, you clearly don't understand how that all actually works. If you don't own your own business, yes, I've owned my own business. I actually did very well until we got a president who literally killed government contracting with the stroke of a pen. But that's neither here nor there. Maybe do a little bit more research on things before you speak. But you're welcome here, so maybe you'll learn something. All right. Let's see here. Jeff Siegel says, some people are so blind to it. It's unbelievable. Absolutely. Celia checked in. Good morning, Celia. Good morning. Connie Mensch showed up. There we go. Let's see here. And Jordan showed up. North Cackalack. Let's see. I totally agree with you. Tax breaks do work for businesses. Exactly. That's how businesses stay in business. All right, so getting off all that, what I wanted to talk to you guys about when I was talking about I own my own building, I was making a joke. Well, don't do that. No one can figure out your satire, Michael. I own my own building. I own a building. Well, I'm gonna leave it there, Mike, because I'm more interested in making friends and enemies, and it's just way too easy for me to push a button and make your screen change, which I don't want to do. Okay, let's see here. So what I wanted you guys to understand is that you remember we've heard about we always heard about quantitative easing and how they're going to stop things from happening. So what's been happening? This whole raising the Fed raising interest rates. That's what they call QT, or quantitative tightening. Okay, so let me throw a magic number at you. It will take the Fed, they have to do quantitative tightening up to about $3.5 trillion to fix the problem that they caused. That's what they have to do. The interest rates that they've raised so far, probably equate to about maybe $50 million worth of quantitative tightening. These little inchy things here, 75 basis points, so they're screwed no matter what they do, and they've been getting told this for months. It's getting dangerous. They're opening credit swap lines over to Sweden. and so that they can buy and sell over there and then bring money into the Fed is basically nearing bankruptcy. It's a problem. It's a problem. And since they control all of your money, and since they control all of the interest rates when you buy a home, when they have such control, even though they're not an official entity, and they go broke, oh, it's a problem. Now, here's the thing. They have to maintain legitimacy, and the only way they can do that is through the illusion of control. So you're thinking, well, who cares? They can just print more money. They can just hit a button. Doot, 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 doot. No, because people will notice they lose their legitimacy and they lose their power. So get on board the prepping train and start putting some cans away. I ran into a very nice, I would call him a friend. I would say we're moving from acquaintance to friendship, a little each time. Good morning, Trish. Good to see you. Let's see here. And now your screen looks like that, Michael. I told you twice to stop. You didn't listen. Now, you're welcome to hang around and listen, okay? But, dude, some people they have the need to be heard. Here's what you do, Michael. You go out, you start your own TikTok or YouTube channel, and you say whatever you want to say, as long as you don't break their company rules, okay? That's what you do. You don't come onto someone else's stream and force your opinion. And basically, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's Arrested Development. I don't know if you owning 3 business makes you think like you're some powerful dude. Okay? You know, hey, I used to bring in frickin' about, I don't know, $300,000 a year. I mean, bring in, not like in the business, like in my coffers, in my money, in my wallet. All right? And that all disappeared, you know? So, no one cares. Go start your own channel, dude. Have at it. I'll follow you. You start a channel, okay? And I'll be your first follower. I promise. You just send me a little message. And I mean, you got to know how to contact me. Apparently, you know everything. So, you know, just go ahead and do that. And I will be your very first follower. Okay? I mean, I'll even like back you up. I'll be a moderator. I'll be in there, man. You just go ahead and do that. And you let me know. Okay? All right, let's see here. Some people are so blah, 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 blah. What do you mean when you say change your screen? Just curious. Jeff, on TikTok, when you have to block somebody, when you block them, they don't like you can't see this anymore. Their screen changes. They cannot interact anymore. They can still watch your live streams. They just can't spout the ridiculousness anymore. And it's not temporary either. It's done until I turn it off. So, and I've actually had people like message me and say, hey man, listen, I was talking about this. You might have taken it out of context. I apologize. You know, I mean, and I'm not looking for an apology. I'm just looking for a human adult interaction. And boom, I turn them right back on, you know, because it takes an adult to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it means when when I have to change your screen, it means that your view of your ability to interact has been terminated. Let's see here. Let's see. We're talking about prepping. There you go, SR. Let's see here. Good morning. Seismic pinch, pretty tranny. I don't know what that means, dude. Or, okay, so hold on a second. So I see in your name, it's something. So please let me know. First of all, I call everybody dude. It's just like this unicorn of conversation. It's an easy way to engage with people. Secondly, if you are whatever you identify, let me know and I will try and remember it. If I don't, remember that dude is my synonym for all of you people. Okay. What do you mean, you people? Let's see. Oshana Big Daddy. Okay. Oshna Pap Big Daddy. I don't know what that means, but hello. Let's see here. No problem, Jeff. Tacos are... Dude. Oh, tacos. I love tacos. Let's see here. Trevor says, I'm sorry for anything dumb I may say in the future. I'm going shopping today. New preps. Excited. Yes. Trevor, I remember you. You're good, man. You're good. Let's see here. Good morning. All right. We're just having conversations. Cool. All right. So like I was saying with the quantitative easing, you have quantitative tightening. All right. And They can't stop what's happening, guys. Anything they do is going to make it happen even faster. I'm sorry, user prison number 886020045. I don't do lives with people I don't know. Let's see here. But anything that they do is going to make it worse. It's going to make it worse. What are you preparing for? Type items. Well, my Solarius, thank you for that origami. I've never seen that one. I am, my major prep is for economic collapse because it pretty much covers everything short of a tidal wave. Well, tidal wave. You know what I'm talking about, those giant, a tsunami that's spelled with the T. And let's see, an asteroid destroying the planet. You can pretty much prepare for most everything else, but mine is economic collapse. Types of items: water, food, security. Those are the three cores. Those are the pillars of all preparedness. Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna get off that, and remember what the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's nothing that they can do to fix this problem. This problem is not going to go away, even if they drag it out for another 2 years. Okay, it's still just going to be. It's going to Google something called the misery index and see how bad it is. Global banking systems are already in big trouble. Yes, woodwork absolutely is. Somebody also asked earlier, and I caught you, but I don't remember your name. I think I should take all my money out of the bank. I personally only keep enough cash in the bank to pay my bills on auto pay. That's it. They don't get to handle any more of my money. Hicktown Honey. Oh, you're new. I like you. That's a new name. Good morning. Let's see here. And you know what? You know what? We're gonna do that real quick. Let me change my screen just in case Google does something weird that I don't want it to. Misery index. Okay. So if you guys didn't know this, we're gonna go over here to you know what? Let's go do you know what? We're gonna go to Wikipedia. Misery index is an economic indicator. I need to change that so you guys can see it. Is an economic indicator created by economist Arthur Oken. The index helps determine how the average citizen is doing economically, and it is calculated by adding the seasonal adjustment unemployment rate to the annual inflation rate. Pretty simple couple of numbers, you know what I'm saying? It's assumed that both a higher rate of unemployment and a worsening of inflation create economic, social costs for a country. So if we come up here and we go misery index live. All right, Misery Index. It's a band. Wow, okay. Misery Index, miseryindex.com, death metal band. I don't want to watch no death metal. I mean, death metal's not bad, but let's see. Misery Index 2022. Let's try that one. All right, what do we got here? Statistia.com. Allow. We're gonna let them look at our cookies. So currently we're in the process of going. So we're at 12.6%. That's pretty freaking high. Let's see when it was really high. That was June of 1980. Let's see when the misery index started getting really bad. Let's see here. When did it start getting like really bad? Oh, what's this? November 19. Oh, look. Oh my God. Look how the misery index just skyrocketed in January of 2020. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that cool? Here, let me blow it. Can you see it? Can you see how bad things got in the last 2 years? Holy shit, snacks, Batman. It's like people just don't understand. Should say Patreon. What? I just inherited a large sum of money. Not sure how to invest. Suggestions. User prison number. My first prison number. Oh my God. Here we go. User TikTok prison number 619-5159-279717. No, we will be giving no financial recommendations. I'm not a trained financial but I am been on TikTok for a little while, and I think that the first thing you should do is change your name in TikTok, because it's literally 30 seconds out of your life, and it's just lazy if you don't. So maybe you're a bot, maybe you're not, but yeah, get on it. Let's see. What do you think about potassium iodine tablets? Is there really a point? Scott, there is if you want to if you have to survive in a radioactive environment, that's the quickest way to protect your life if you take them. It's normally 6 to 8 hours before your body starts to truly absorb it and give you the protection. I believe it's your pancreas. It floods your pancreas with iodine, and it won't let radiation be absorbed into the pancreas, which is the fastest way to get cancer and die from radiation poisoning. What I will tell you is that the fastest way is to get the hell out of the radioactive area. And I hate to say it, man. I haven't. First of all, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't make the video this weekend. I got caught up in some shit. But you definitely need to get your ass one of these. And the reason is because you need it to get out of a radioactive area. If you're interested, there's a link in my bio. Go to Trusted Products, and it'll be at the top of the page. Let's see here. Thyroid. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Potassium iodine. No, it's not a last resort. Okay, listen. The reason that you can buy potassium iodine open market, and it's also not a controlled item, is because people who work in nuclear plants or work in a radiologically active area have medical protocols that they follow. They can only work for about 2 weeks because that's how long your body can take the iodine. Some people can't have it at all. It will make them sick or could even kill them. So before you take it, I would definitely seek the advice of a medical doctor. The next thing is that they will give them like a week off for that iodine to get out of their system before coming back to work. So it's not something, we're not just popping these candies going, oh, I'm protected. So it's good to have. Put it in your kit. It's another tool that I hope you never have to use. Let's see here. Definitely full face masks are for entire family. Yes, Scott, definitely. Where are we at here? Just got my whole family a mask a week ago. Nice. I'm glad. Regardless of who you bought it from, I'm glad. All right, so let's see here. It's 10:27. I got a couple of videos I'm going to show you guys real quick. Hopefully the sound is loud enough. You guys know I had problems with sound last Friday. I believe that I fixed it. Before we do that, we did have somebody pop into the members-only chat. LP is live on YouTube. Come say hi. Oh, thank you, Pineapple. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you're not a member of the Patreon, I saw somebody put it in there. I'm not sure why somebody put it in the TikTok. But if you're not a member of the Patreon, I recommend that you get in there. It's $3 a month. It's cheaper than, I hate saying this, I feel like a machine. It's cheaper than the price of a Starbucks small iced coffee. Not joking. And you get access to a giant library, access to the members Patreon chat area, which is active pretty much 24/7. I actually can hear it in the middle of the night going boop, 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 when people are talking in the middle of the night. Yeah, I would definitely get in there. If you're interested, go to the link in my bio or go to my description page and yeah, go there. Yeah, look for support the page and start giving it your credit card information. If you do it, remember to use your phone because you have to take a picture of. Oh, that's something different. Never mind. Do it however you want to do it. All right, let's go here. Let's move this up on the members chat area. That's not even part of it. All right, let's see. Allison, shut up. Good morning, Allison. I've got one functioning kidney. Doc said can't take the potassium iodine, so definitely check with your doctor. Boom. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's why we have a Patreon. That's why we have people that actually communicate in our community within the inner circle of knowledge that we are creating. If you're not part of it, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, what's up? Hit the road, Jake. Good to see you, man. All right, let's see here. We're going to go... Let's see. Do me a favor. Hey, red 4 over. Red 4 over. You think I don't know what that means. You don't know what that means. It's not Star Trek. Anywho, here's what we do. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and fire up. Rick 3006. Good to see you, bro. We're going to fire up a video that I think you guys are going to enjoy. Please pay attention. Let's see if we can... I know it's a call sign. It's also a Star Wars thing, isn't it? When they're all like checking in. Red 4 checking in. Red 5 checking in, you know? Let's see. Good advice on potassium iodine. Good to go, Woodwork. All right, I gotta hit this button, and hopefully it freaking works. Here.
Many people won't be able to stomach the shocking news we're about to report in this video. But we must face the fact that we're not being told the whole truth. The global food crisis that's about to burst in 2023 is going to be far worse than most people dare to imagine. And those in a position of power are purposely leaving us in the dark so we don't have an idea of the true scale of the danger we're facing. But it's time we unveil the facts and understand just how bad the situation is about to get. All over the world, including in the United States, food production is going down. Reserves are being depleted. Currency fluctuations are causing massive headaches for countries to import food. Crazy weather patterns are devastating essential crops. Animal disease is resulting in meat shortages and the decimation of millions of chickens and turkeys in numerous countries. And the escalation of the Ukraine crisis means that fertilizer exports are going to be restricted, so the shrinking pool of farmers will be left scrambling to meet the massive global demand. In other words, this crisis is about to hit us from each and every front. The term perfect storm doesn't even begin to define the extent of the disaster that is brewing right now. That's why we're trying to sound the alarm about this as loudly as we can, and maybe you should start doing that too. This is not a conspiracy, a possibility, or a forecast for the future. It is happening right now. In fact, for years, the United Nations has been warning about the rise of global hunger and urging global leaders to do something about it. But very little has been done to prevent things from getting worse. And about a week ago, the UN World Food Programme issued an urgent call for action to address the root cause of this crisis, noting that the entire world is at risk of yet another year of record hunger. The global food crisis is a confluence of competing crises caused by climate shocks, conflict, and economic pressures that has pushed the number of severely hungry people around the world from 282 million to 345 million in just the first months of 2022, the report says. The executive director of the UN World Food Programme, David Beasley, stresses that this is an unprecedented global food crisis, and all signs suggest we have not yet seen the worst. For the last 3 years, hunger numbers have repeatedly hit new peaks. Let me be clear, things can and will get worse unless there is a large-scale and coordinated effort to address the root causes of this crisis. We cannot have another year of record hunger, he emphasized. The report also notes that the fact that this is happening at the time we're moving toward a global economic recession makes everything exponentially worse. In several countries, governments' ability to respond is constrained by their own economic woes, such as currency depreciation, inflation, debt distress. This will see an increasing number of people unable to afford food and needing humanitarian support to meet their basic needs, the agency highlighted. Unfortunately, the food crises that we've seen erupting and aggravating in many poor nations over the past few years have just been the tip of the iceberg. Now we're talking about proportions that are truly extraordinary and that will impact the lives of billions of people. Many of us haven't seen hunger spreading so rapidly in our lifetime. At this very moment, there are large numbers of people that are now facing starvation in the backyard of the United States. Local reports reveal that in Haiti, hunger is at catastrophic levels and the country is at a breaking point. Thousands upon thousands of people in the capital's impoverished Cité Soleil area have dangerously little access to food and are on the brink of starvation, the United Nations says. Nationwide, almost 5 million are struggling with malnutrition. Haiti is facing a humanitarian catastrophe, a top UN official said. The severity and the extent of food insecurity in Haiti is getting worse, Jean-Martin Bauer, the Haiti country director for the UN's World Food Program, added. As UN officials noted in a recent study, what's happening in developing nations right now is a sneak peek at what life will be like in America and Europe when food shortages and food inflation start to become really oppressive in the months ahead. But the Western world won't care until they're going hungry themselves. The problem is that given the pace at which conditions are deteriorating, that day may be a lot closer than a lot of people ever imagined. In Europe, skyrocketing natural gas prices led to the shutdown of more than 2/3 of all fertilizer production capacity, threatening farmers and consumers far beyond the region's borders. Russia's squeeze on gas shipments is hurting industries all across the world. But fertilizer companies are being especially affected because gas is both a key feedstock and a source of power for the sector. Consequently, there simply will not be enough fertilizer for European farmers in 2023, which means that there won't be enough for everyone else that depends on fertilizer production from Europe. That's extremely alarming, because without fertilizer, we would only be able to feed approximately half of the global population. At the same time, the surging US dollar is creating a nightmare scenario for food importers all over the world. The combination of a soaring dollar, high interest rates, and record commodity prices are making it impossible for countries that rely on food imports to afford to pay for the supplies they need, since they're typically priced in the greenback. They cannot afford it. They cannot pay for these commodities, said Alex Sanfilio, world trading head for crop giant Cargill Inc. It's happening in many parts of the world. In Ghana, where the cedi has lost about 44% this year against the dollar, making it the second worst performing currency in the world, there are already worries about food shortages ahead of Christmas. We think there's going to be a shortage of some food items, said Samson Asaki Awinkobit, Executive Secretary of Ghana's Importers and Exporters Association, which includes buyers of grains, flour, and rice. The dollar is swallowing our cedi. We are in a hopeless situation. The reason why the US dollar has been spiking is because the Federal Reserve has been aggressively raising interest rates. When the value of the dollar goes up, developing nations have to pay a lot more for food in their own local currencies. This means that the actions of the Federal Reserve are actually contributing to making the global food crisis even worse, but it doesn't seem like they'll stop hiking rates anytime soon. Meanwhile, crazy global weather patterns, the worst drought of the century, are absolutely devastating agricultural production. Data compiled by the Washington Post revealed that more than 80% of the U.S. is facing troubling dry conditions right now. In the middle of the country, the dry weather has resulted in a horrific crisis for barge traffic along the Mississippi River. The barge industry is crucial for moving aluminum, petroleum, fertilizer, and coal. Nearly 60% of the grain and 54% of the soybeans and a third of the coal the U.S. exports are moved via barge. But given that water levels on the Mississippi River Basin are at their lowest point in more than a decade, thousands of barges and towboats are stuck waiting. For this reason, rates to move goods by barge have exploded, and we could ultimately see massive amounts of agricultural produce rot before it can get to consumers. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reported that the cost of moving grain via barge from St. Louis jumped 218% compared to a year ago. Shipments from Cincinnati and Louisville, Kentucky, shot up by 196% over the same time period. The latest numbers show the highest U.S. dollars per ton price ever recorded, currently at $90.44. Prior to the massive spike, it was under $10 to move a ton of goods. According to naturalnews.com, the vast majority of the now stranded bean piles and other farm goods were intended for major export terminals in the Gulf of Mexico. But while at least some of them appear to be covered and ventilated, how long will they really last before spoiling? To make things worse, even the seafood industry is suffering from the stresses caused by climate change. In Alaska, officials suspended the winter harvest of snow crab because the crab population has experienced a staggering decline. Data from an NOAA Eastern Bering Sea highlights that the decision came after the Alaska Department of Fish and Game confirmed stark recent population declines of the animals. From 2018 to 2021, there was a 92% decline in overall snow crab abundance, according to the department's Division of Commercial Fisheries. And thanks to the avian influenza epidemic, birds continue to die in shocking numbers as well. By now, over 100 million chickens and turkeys have already been wiped out by the bird flu pandemic that's gripping the United States and Europe, and experts are warning that the death toll will continue to grow now that cold weather is arriving. If you've been to the grocery store lately, then you've probably seen how insane egg, chicken, and turkey prices have become. Prices are so extreme that a new survey found that many Americans are not going to celebrate Thanksgiving this year. The research conducted by Personal Capital unveiled that 1 in 5 Americans are unsure if they will be able to cover the costs of Thanksgiving this year, and 1 in 4 plan to skip it to save money. The state of economic affairs in President Joe Biden's America is affecting Americans' holiday plans, researchers noted. 1/3 of the respondents said they expect their 2022 Thanksgiving dinner to be smaller, and 45% overall said they are financially stressed by Thanksgiving. Yep, things are already that bad, but government officials still have the audacity to deny the reality millions of American families are facing and say everything is just fine. According to President Joe Biden, quote, "Our economy is strong as hell," unquote. The comment came during a conversation with a reporter at a Baskin-Robbins in Portland, Oregon, who asked if he had any worry about the strength of the U.S. dollar amid rising inflation. With a chocolate chip ice cream cone in his hand, Biden answered, "I'm not concerned about the strength of the dollar. I'm concerned about the rest of the world. Our economy is strong as hell." So we ask you, with gas and electricity prices soaring, grocery prices going through the roof, housing and rent costs getting increasingly more unaffordable, do you feel like this economy is strong as hell? We must wake up to the fact that those in positions of power will keep trying to make us believe that all of the problems we're facing right now are just temporary, and that a golden new age of peace and prosperity is just around the corner. But if that's true, why are they spending a tremendous amount of time, energy, and resources behind a campaign to promote insects as one of the solutions to the rapidly growing global food crisis, when they could have actually taken action to prevent this whole thing from happening? They don't really care about finding a solution to our problems, but we don't have to say that. You know that already. Sadly, this all means that at the end of the day, there isn't going to be nearly enough food for everyone on the planet in 2023, and millions upon millions of deeply suffering individuals will soon be desperately hungry. Right now, they have absolutely no solutions that will prevent large numbers of people from facing starvation during the difficult years that are coming for us. That's why we must spread the message. That's why we all should stockpile food while we can responsibly and prepare for the challenges that are ahead. Nobody is interested in saving us from this mess, so we must take action ourselves. Thank you for watching. We want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you've enjoyed this video, please support our work with a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. In the meantime, we strongly recommend 7 Year Apocalypse, the latest book by the economist and financial expert Michael Snyder. Don't miss the most important news and stay tuned for more cutting-edge content.
Thank you. Now you guys are going to be like Mike about 1,000 times. Someone's going to come over and TikTok. Your mic is off. No sound on YouTube. I know. I screwed up. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yep. There you are, Jeff. Good morning. Hi, Desert Training. Good morning to you, my friend. Let's see. I was going to recommend a video you might be interested in. Okay. What's the name? What's the name of it? And I'll look at it later. If you tell me the name of it now, then I'll write it down and I'll look at it later. Let's see here. Okay. It's on. I figured it out. My husband and I have different views on all of this. We are separated, and I'm prepping for the kids. Well, I mean, it is what it is, Jess. It is what it is. I would hope that prepping would not make you separate. Have you invested in a rocket stove? I love them. No, because you can make a rocket stove out of anything. I think that they're nice. I think they're nice to have. But I mean, it's not like you're gonna. It's not like you're gonna like, I don't know, like grill 20 pieces of chicken on a rocket stove. You know, I mean. But yeah, I mean, you want a rocket stove? Go buy 24 to 36 red bricks, form them into a stove, and you have a rocket stove. And you can actually control the temperature via the level of bricks. Did you know that? Also. The odd math here, the taller the bricks, to a certain point, the taller the bricks are on the rocket stove that you make, USB device not recognized. Do I still have sound going out? Looks like I still have sound going out. That's good. Okay. Is everything okay on the YouTube side, guys? Let me know, please. I just got a weird thing on my computer pop up. Let's see here. What if Americans 21st century by America's 21st century by, is that what if alt hist? I'll take a look. Thank you very much, Tank. Appreciate it. Yeah, or 6 cinder blocks works. It's not rocket surgery. Absolutely true. Thank you, Pineapple. Appreciate it. Thank you, Aurora and Deanna. Let's see. I would love to have an outdoor kitchen. Adding that to my plans. Oh my God, Pineapple. I would love an outdoor kitchen. I mean, I don't just want a grill. I mean, I want like a sink and everything but a fridge, basically. You know, running water, hot and cold. And, well, I mean, you don't need the hot, but it's nice. And then, basically a stove, maybe like a brick pizza oven, stuff like that. I would love to have one. Let's see here. Audio timing seems a bit off. I'm using my phone, so that doesn't really matter. Unless you're talking about the YouTube. I can't help with that. It looks like everything's on the YouTube side, so. Okay, so let's see here. We're coming up on 10 minutes. But what else do we have? We talked about the Fed. This one is actually kind of interesting. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. No, I'm not going to talk about it. I do want to talk a little briefly about this because it's actually important. Academy is going to sail on flagship Glocks right now. Nice. That's my favorite thing in the whole world. No, not in the whole world, but as far as boom booms, yeah. Let's see. That's pretty good. Give hint. All right, so let's talk about this here real quick. I came across this article, and I thought it was interesting because people worry about this stuff, and they should. Okay. How about water filter? Water filters are fine. I don't know. Y'all don't forget to give him the thumbs up on his live video. Oh, thank you, Deanna. I appreciate that. Looks like the TikTokers are taking care of me over here. Water filters, I use water drops, and I also use the water machine in the house. That thing is freaking awesome. Let's see here. I'm not looking back, man. How much the water filter? I don't know what question you're asking there, Desert Flower. Go to your local Home Depot, get a free water test. You can get as many as you. Nice. If you want to need checking the different filters. What if you need to check different filters? Oh, I see. Glass water filter. Oh, I see. All right. So how much? It's rated at 6,000 gallons. What about a crossbow over a pew-pew? Crossbow over a pew-pew. Well, I mean, it's not a bad idea, but it's more about. Yeah, I'm gonna put this over here. It's more about the right tool for the right job. Obviously, you can make bolts. Making a crossbow bolt for a modern crossbow is probably not going to work out too well. They put out a lot of power. The crossbows are much more intimate because you have to risk retrieval. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean it's an okay thing. But let's see, you guys got me. It's like 20 different questions here. A household Midwest Ziggy. I wouldn't rate it by household. I would rate it by tool and use. I tell people that live anywhere but the country to have a sidearm, a shotgun, and a fighting rifle. And then if they live in the country, then they probably need a long gun as well. Let's see. You can put a crossbow in your. You can't put across that. Well, that's true. That's true, Nene. But once again, it's all about it being a tool, okay? People keep forgetting that. It's either a tool for protection or it's a tool for food procurement. It's a tool, okay? Let's see here. Let's see. Choo-choo. I don't see anything over there. Y'all don't forget. Okay, we did that on Deanna's side. Thank you, Deanna. Appreciate it. But let's look at the screen for a second. How disaster could affect pharmaceuticals. There's a lot of facts in this article, okay? And then it kind of pissed me off because it said something completely wrong, Let's see. It talks about seniors. It's been said that close to 50% of Americans take at least one prescription medication, and close to 33% of Americans take 3 or more. Approximately 12 million prescriptions are filled throughout the United States. It goes on. There's a lot of talk here, but it actually kind of brings a little bit of data in there too. A lot of people don't know it, but Puerto Rico is very important because 40% of the pharmaceuticals that are made for the United States are made in Puerto Rico, and the reason for that is because they don't have to. They're not hit with the business tax. A U.S. territory, those businesses do not pay business tax, so they'll just start making stuff there and then sending it to the United States. That's kind of important, Where we at here? It's estimated that 13 of the top selling patented drugs in the United States are made here. That's over 70 medical devices that are made here, and that at least 100 name brand drugs are made here as well. It's not good, man. It's not good. So if old Puerto Rico gets knocked out, you basically lost 40% of your production. Let's see here. Don't know that about Puerto Rico. Let's see here. That's why I'm here, Red Prairie Woman, to get you that pertinent information. And I would have highlighted it for you, but the what is it? My highlighter is not working. It's quit working, so I was like, screw it. Let's see here. Medical manufacturing. Would a drug shortage lead to violence? Well, I mean, there's a couple of thoughts here. One is Grandma needs her meds, and I know that Tommy's grandma has them, so I'm going to go over there and be nice one time, and then I'm going to decide that my grandma needs them more than Tommy's grandma needs them. Things like that will happen. The other thing, too, is a lot of people don't think about it, but there's a lot of people out there running around on antipsychotics. Yeah, you didn't know that? Now, will they all turn into maniacs? Yeah, probably not, but there'll be a few. Just saying. Just saying. Let's see here. A lot of OTC meds have been discontinued or just are out of stock altogether. Yes, it's kind of big. It's kind of bigger than we think it is. And you guys know I don't do fear porn, but I do facts. Okay, so the well, let's see here. Where are we at here? Let's look at this. This is actually the FDA. The United States of America, the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, official drug shortages list. Did you know there's actually a database that does all this? Let me see if I can get all of them in there. Let's go and see. Let's get all. Boom. So officially, they're tracking whether something has been resolved or it's in a current shortage. So I'm just gonna slowly start tapping this key, and that's not working for some reason. There we go. And yes, there are drug shortages already. Book about EMFs, highly recommended. Yeah, 1 Second After is not a bad book. I don't read a lot of fiction. So, but as you can see, it kind of goes on. Bomb shelters to their houses. I think people are going to yeah, Midwest zingy. It can't hurt, man. I'm going to start tapping a little faster, just so you can see it. So there's a lot of drugs that are currently shortages. I hope you don't need any. I hope you don't need it. I'm just going to stop getting carpal tunnel. So listen, here, the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because there's a way to get a large amount of drugs into your house that is completely legal. Okay, and a lot of people don't know about it. You can there's actually companies online. I won't say any names. If you guys know them, good. Type them in the chats, okay? Because I won't say any of their names. That you can actually say you can sign up for these pharmacies, okay, that are in the United States that are 100% legal that your doctor will work with. They're required by law to do it. And the reason the drugs are so cheap through these pharmacies is because they give you 3 months supply. So if you got a kid who's on Ritalin or needs this or that or that or this, you can actually go to your doctor and say, hey, I just signed up for this service. Here's the service. I would like you to start giving my prescriptions through that service. The doctor will go, wow, liability, it just got taken off my shoulders. And yes, you may have 3 months worth. Cha-ching. And then they'll put it in the mailbox and they'll send it right to you. Now, be aware, they are paying attention. Things like painkillers, they will only give you so many, and they are sticklers. But, okay, they will send large amounts of medication, prescription medication that a doctor has prescribed to you for your condition, and then you can take those, and you will always have them. So if anything goes wrong and you only have one bottle on the shelf, then you're kind of screwed. But if something goes wrong and you have 3 bottles on the shelf, then you have time to figure things out, okay? Think about that. I want you guys to think about that, okay? The other thing, too, is obviously the antibiotics. Yes, I do sell antibiotics. I sell antibiotics for both Jace Medical and Contingency Medical. It's all completely legal. You go to their website, you fill out some stuff, a doctor reviews it, you take a picture of your driver's license because it's an actual prescription. It's an actual prescription. Here, hold on. There. Hold on a second. I've used my cases many times. Either for an ear infection or for a... I can't open the Jaces because the way they're set up, you can see everything. But if you're interested, there is a link in the bio. Then you go to Trusted Products and you can choose either the Jace case or Contingency Medical. The basic antibiotic setups of the five or six multi-spectrum antibiotics that they do sell to you are exactly the same in both kits. The Contingency Medical has a larger kit that has a few more drugs in it, so go ahead and check those out, and I'll just be like, bloop. Lip reading session has begun. Melody, you got to work on your phone. You got to do something with your phone, Melody, because everyone else can hear me. I feel bad. Let's see. Bob. And Bob, I saw you come in earlier, Bob. I should have said hi. And that is why I make sure my wife gets 90-day supply of her meds. Cha-ching. Like it. I like it. Let's see here. Walgreens does that. All right. So what do we got here? It is now, guys. It is now 11:01, and you have officially gained 1 hour of my life for your viewing pleasure. If you would like to support the channel, the way that I ask people to do that, it's the cheapest way to do it, is through the Patreon. And we can talk about that a little bit later. And the poll that I threw up, just to communicate what we were talking about today, I threw a poll up in the YouTube 1 hour ago, which is when we began the show. Who here is ready for a full collapse of the economic system? 10% said, I am. 52% said, I am not. 38% said, I am almost ready. So basically less than 50% are prepared, are even thinking about this. I recommend that you guys all think about this. All right. I only keep so much money in the bank for a specific reason. The only stock that I invest in is shovels. Things are going to get worse before they get better. And you can guarantee we have at least 2 more years of this pain. I think you should all let that kind of sit in the back of your brain housing group, and maybe stew it over a little bit. If you have any questions and you're not a Patreon, do me a favor. You can hit you can hit that button up there, and you can contact me on my webpage, localpepper.net, and just hit contact. I get people emailing me messages all the time. I normally will respond as soon as I see the message. All right, on the YouTube side, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push a button, and we will see you guys on the inside. The TikTok people don't know about that. Here we go. You guys have a great day on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.